However, that did not stop Pedro de Sintra, a young Portuguese discoverer, from naming this great country Sierra Leone.
Famulem, although this is face-to-face with the law, we they join on with the Constitutional Review Committee for being the program to you the watch to. And today we want for look at the legislative subcommittee where they work inside the Constitutional Review Committee. You know, we talk about legislative subcommittee, and also you have more so go to the word legislature, or put on the other way, parliament. Well, this subcommittee where they inside the Constitutional Review Committee, then I in the look inside issues the way maybe the people of this country go think say suppose for kind inside parliament business or inside parliament work, or for give parliament power, or for pull some power on the power way parliament get. So now that make what they try as a country and as a people for review or for look inside the present 1991 constitution way we they use. The committee think and wise see and forget wetin dem call the legislative subcommittee. And today I want to bring to you the legislative subcommittee of CRC. CRC mean the Constitutional Review Committee. And as always, people in the way go do the talking and go explain to you and go guide you, then go direct you on issues, questions them, we go provoke your heart, we go make you remember far, we go make you think wide. So that when eventually then go meet you say, well, how you see, what you think concerning parliament power, concerning parliament and work, you go able for make your input. Where if the committee go sit down, they look at, where as the people agree, they go add to it in parliament for the do. So the Constitutional Review Committee no go sit down by himself no more and say, we think say parliament for the blue, parliament for the white, parliament for turn this. No. We the people and therefore talk to. Now we therefore tell them what's in our mind and what we want, because now we all get this country. And that make the legislative subcommittee there for talk to you. And as we talk before we end, we will not forget to. We don't say this country inside big wahala we call Ebola. This Ebola wahala we don't meet we all the benefits. We join on and we go able. And like Imona we say we go most able. Anything we get beginning, we must end. So before we done today, we will talk to you also about Ebola. Now I will make the people away with we introduce themselves. So you go see them and me you go talk more. Yes, I can introduce yourself, make family name.
Fambul, mina Jibril Tula, we are the National Secretary General for Citizens Democratic Party, CDP Sierra Leone, and at the same time the Secretary for the Legislative Committee of the CRC, where Justice Tola Thompson, the chairman.
Okay. You don't get one day, how can I make right? Yes, Mike, introduce yourself, make family name.
Yeah, Mina Haja Alimatu Abdullah. They represent the 50-50 group in the CRC. And I'm a member of the legislative subcommittee of the CRC.
Thank you very much. Haja family gets one big malejo. We're going to introduce himself now. Possibly, you know, of course, you definitely one. Yes, sir.
Mina Sulaiman Banja Tijansi, Mina the National Secretary General for the Salon People's Party. They represent the party in the CRC, and Mina member of the legislative committee of the CRC, subcommittee of the CRC.
Well, family, you say this is a serious business, so I want for make you tight yourself up, not allow somebody for ambug you. Then you listen and you will learn so many things there. Because today what you want for talk, what you go call parliament business inside the Constitutional Review Committee. How parliament business for go like, how it for look like, how it for turn like. Inside this constitution, it's kind for make. So you can why parliament is so? Oh, parliament for don't do so. No, parliament pass mark. No, parliament this. So now the opportunity this you get now. What would they look inside the Salon Constitution for change or adjust any side? Where you for lend your voice And this one what they talk about now parliament inside this review. Now formula you can join me, you can send you text at 088 204 973 088 204 973. You can send text messages, you can ask questions, you can make your contributions if I mean people in there of course experience and vast and go for answer you when you go satisfied. Now we'll start with you, Mr. Jibril Tula. Now you say the legislative subcommittee. I should say family and go on for know exactly written as briefly that's some of the work of this subcommittee as well inside CRC.
Well, we as we already read the name and what the moderator we don't talk. The legislative subcommittee they look the section where we call the chapter 6 of the constitution where concern about the parliament. The issues about parliament inside governance is so crucial that it inside the constitution and it inside tiki one way very important. But we find out say the 1991 Peter Tucker constitution where in and other members they make some lapses then they where at least a need for let the people of this nation look because then 1991 now only a few people them is wrong and not if them reach 87 they make this constitution where Peter Tucker and be the chairman. But this time around the president they tell we now for say if we look this constitution let we review them, let we look at them, we make the people themselves get their own input. So as a result, if we now can sit down, we they look at parliament, how parliament for look like, which kind of power parliament forget, and what the parliament for do inside the governance of this country. Okay. So in brief, now that no matter.
Haja, people then would say, well, this legislative subcommittee are for say they want for make parliament get power more and more because as parliament is so, I think say all right. What you get for say about it?
Well, you see, we as members of the legislative committee, we don't duty now for seek the opinion of the public of Sierra Leoneans because this constitutional review this time now it for be the constitution of the people of Sierra Leone, not to just a group of people because even though they make we members of the committee, not to we own opinion we they carry to the review process. We own mandates now for look at the 1991 constitution in reference with together with the Peter Tucker draft constitution where we don't make so that we look at and compare and we they go seek the opinion of people then that make we get questionnaires them where we they go meet people then with we ask them then fill the questionnaires let them see who's part on this legislative side of the constitution they need amendments whether they go agree with what in the 1991 say or some of the recommendations that where Peter Tucker be make we they look all through and see which one go best serve the purpose of this country because parliaments are a very very important thing so we all involved in creating the parliaments because when election term come people there we they vote now we they vote for people the way they go inside parliaments where they try for make the laws then where they do the things the way we save where the constitution say them for.
Thank you very much, Haja. Mr. Banja Tijansi II. Somebody go to see parliament to get power then. In fact, all the law in the parliament they make them. In fact, there's so many things that we So they say need no day for we touch parliament inside. But now when I get to see and call the legislative subcommittee, so need day for they look inside parliament in affairs again.
Well, we all know the Salon is a democratic state. And in a democratic state, the people then get sovereignty. Sovereignty lies on the people. And the people then give parliament any power we then get because parliament they represent the people. The people in the 1991 constitution will also be go to referendum, approve the 1991 constitution with one clause, one particular section. We see any entrenched clause within the constitution. If you want to touch them, you for hold referendum before the president sign. Because the people then say that, and we mandate as the CRC now for review the 1991 constitution and for use the Peter Tucker review we been don't do for guide we in that review for look and see the thing that Peter Tucker been done raised 4 or 5 years ago, still relevant in Sierra Leone. If you're not relevant, for see new things the people of Sierra Leone say them want in the constitution. The president say he wants the constitution for reflect the views and aspiration of the people of this country. And CRC, we all don't decide say that that's exactly we go do. So if I come back, now I come back to the question about Parliament. Because of the entrenched clause there, Parliament can change any part of this constitution. The president call we for can do this job because he know very well say the Peter Tucker report been done say for review certain clauses, when entrenched clauses inside the constitution. And if he himself want for make we review the whole constitution, we'll get for touch on clauses of the constitution. And once you touch on clauses of the constitution, then Parliament subservient to the people.
So then
Because the people make a clear in the 1991 constitution say, if you want to touch entrenched clause, you for come back to we.
Okay.
May we vote on that. I think now 15 entrenched clause the Peter Tucker Commission recommends say for be amended.
Okay.
And if you amend entrenched clause, you understand, we get for go back to the people. Now that's exactly the president don't do. We form we as a committee. We own job. Now for go back to the people, explain to them what's in the 1991 constitution, explain to them what Peter Tucker don't recommend, and say what's in their own view on them two things they are. Based on what they see, we go look into that. Some of the things they would then go say, not relevant in my constitution, not what's in the constitution. Something then they, but things they do when they talk about when an act of parliament now for paper, we go look at and see if in a constitutional issue we put on our report. We submit a report to the Attorney General. It take and go cabinet. Cabinet come out with a white paper. Based on that white paper, Attorney General office prepare a bill, send that bill to Parliament. Parliament legislate that bill there, you understand, vote upon that, but you're not going to turn an act here to send them back to the people because we don't touch things then where the people say if we want to touch them,
Then for no.
therefore no. We send them back to the people then vote on them. When it can out, the president put his signature, then it become the revised or amended constitution, you understand, of Sierra Leone. So that's nine at the process. But we not partner with Parliament on this process.
Okay, you mean
Because
the legislative subcommittee?
No, the CRC.
Okay.
The one with
Okay,
CRC.
the constitutional
na
review
partnership.
committee.
Na partnership because at the end of the day, na Parliament get that job there for pass law na this country and the constitution na the premier law. We they recommend to government. Government don't give you that task day for listen to the people of this country. Also, yeah, everything they want but na the constitution. Listen to all the experts in this country, the MDs, they all they talk to them all. Then they give you their own individual views as well as their institutional views. We look all around and we collate them. We look then till the way they did, were relevant to we mandate for review the constitution. We put them together, we send and go to them. And because of that, we go always engage Parliament. We already they engage them. As CRC, we own committee in our Parliament, the legislative committee don't engage them. We go continue for engage them until this process done for make sure say in partnership we present a new constitution which reflects the views and the aspirations of the people.
So see, if somebody understand you well, it's people like towards the end you they try for say this legislative subcommittee don't they meet with parliamentarians in presently?
Yes.
Make una talk.
Yes.
So they will get first-hand information.
Not for parliamentarians they will meet right now. We don't meet the officials in the parliament.
Okay.
But the
official.
CRC, they don't meet with parliamentarians.
Okay.
You understand? At least for give them a broad view about what you would work.
Okay.
We own committee don't meet because parliament, not to the parliamentarians and then no more. We get workman and they.
Workman and
Then self get an
workman.
opinion about the constitution. Then
Okay.
workman and they we don't meet with them. We don't meet foreign affairs. We don't meet Sierra Leone State Lottery. We don't meet different MDAs then because right now, I know say you talk about the Ebola scare.
Yes.
We can't go for a public consultation that we don't plan across the country. But we're not going to sit down idle, you understand, where government don't give you a task. And this is an important task. So we use this opportunity now for meet with the MDAs them may we get their own views individually as well as institutionally. We work on their views then. So by the same way, by God in power, this Ebola go done, we will go up country now to people there. We don't know what's in the man they run the country, what's in them think. Then now we go know the one way, then they run what's in them self think. Then we'll be able to come now and sit down and make a report. We go really reflect the views of the people.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Jibril Tula, I should say the legislative subcommittee for go in line with this one. I don't explain also. I see Mr. Tijansi don't take in time for outline all I want to put on a foot them for make things work fine under this on your own legislative subcommittee. But the legislative subcommittee must don't get a strategy how for meet the people. Not so.
Yes.
And we're waiting at that kind of a strategy. They want to talk to family and make them get clear.
Yeah, well, in the first place, one major strategy we'll put, say, inside the CRC, you get a lot of people that way belong to different fields.
Yes.
Political parties, civil servants, you get civil society groups, you get social scientists. You understand? And when you want to get information, especially you want to involve beaucoup people for make a particular document, it involve a lot of research. And then let me just go inside, split the bit by the social science business, because this is get for deal with people. Now, we get for deal with the aspect of the people's governance in this country.
Yes.
And say when you try to get information, when you try to get facts, opinions about the people, for let it inside the laws of the country, when at the constitution, you get for look at certain areas. Now we get what you call the case study, we get what you call the interview, we get what you call the establishment of the questionnaire. Then you get what you call the observation methods. So what we do now, we decide for design questionnaire as one aspect for law get information and opinion for people. So the strategy we make, now the questionnaire this will make as the legislative subcommittee, we're entitled of 40 questions, large hospital, but when they make the questionnaire, we are the instruments. They just like the Ebola, we want to test somebody, we at least you go and prove they get Ebola. The thermometer and the point. If you reach certain level, they go, don't say this person get the Ebola. So now when we want to know the opinions of people or the facts about people in terms of how for adjust the constitution on parliament, so now we instrument this what we use. It contains 40 questions, but we call them items where we want people for answer. And the way we design them, we so much make that now that we call them that close-ended type of questionnaire. We say we only expect people for either answer yes, but we give limited time for let you express
for
let you explain why make you say yes or why make you say no. So now make a talk say the questionnaire now just that kind close-ended questionnaire. Let it don't too much give people too much problems, because say some people in this country for let read and you get beaucoup thing for do they get that fatigue. So they're not going for fill the thing, but we limit them to them 40 important items that there are. Then we only limit them for either let the answer yes or where necessary you say no, but if you explain small why you say so. For instance, you look at item 1. You look at item 1, we tell we inside they say, do you want the constitution to provide for a uniform age of voters and contestants in parliamentary elections? This is very crucial. When you look at section 75 of the constitution, Mr. Moderator, you go look inside they tell we say qualification for membership in parliament. We say subject to the provisions of section 76, any person who has attained the age of 21 years has the right to go to parliament. Okay. But the constitution tells me so back again, before the voting age in this country now 18 years. But for let you go to parliament, it will be 21 years. So we don't look at now say there is
so whether when the way they vote to do yes. One parliament to yes. Now one age if
exactly
18
and 21 yes, because we see there is gross abuse of human and political rights. Okay. You understand? Yes. The person 18 years he get right for vote that you don't get in political right for exercise, but the human right of trying to represent his people or her people na parliament, you say papa, for enter parliament, but he get right for vote for possible for enter parliament, but when in 21, for good.
So if I follow the family, look at that one.
Well, let them look inside yes, I make ask. Okay. Let them a uniform age, right. So that let them know disadvantage.
Okay, anybody. Thank you, Haja. I think question 2 they talk about whether as a people we think to say the electoral commission forgets 4 commissioners them. We each one for the regional headquarters them, right? I don't know if how you look down there.
Well, actually, you see, what I want to say before I answer your question is that these them questions they ask the way we ask. Now, from what the Constitution say,
Okay.
we not just
Out
take
of my own mind no more.
out of we mind no more. We take them because we feel say them questions they ask needs to be answered so that we go able to get a way forward for how the new Constitution for be. Right now, they say the 4 members, the 4 other members of the Electoral Commission, the residents in the respective provincial cities, would you prefer? This is also a question where we as the people of Sierra Leone need for answer.
I don't answer if they say
Yes.
whether they for pull any electoral commission, whether a member of the electoral commission, if you do any dishonest
Practice,
act,
yes.
then for pull and come out.
Pull and come out, definitely.
Because na crucial institution,
that place where
yes.
whoever the people of Sierra Leone for trust them. Because if they not trust who that, and then the electoral commission, the chairman and the commissioners them, they not go get credit, they not go get trust in the electoral process. Exactly.
Yeah.
They not go get trust in the outcome of any election, and that is very, very important in the governance of any country.
Okay.
So that's where they say they don't get election, presidential, parliamentary, because then they deal with all elections then at this country. Paramount chief, presidential, parliamentary and local government institutions. Now then they handle them. And now them people there, so they sort of run the country. So if we not trust waiting then they talk, there will not be peace in the country. There will not be stability.
So if I'm for the family and talk about that.
Make them talk about that, make them look at and talk about that. Let we come to one, let we all agree.
Okay, Mr. Tijansi, I should see say una also ask questions that will concern PPRC, Political Parties Registration Committee, whether or commission, whether they for change the name, whether the membership for increase. I mean, yeah, I don't know if one got much banana.
Yes, we all know say the 1991 Constitution creates the Political Parties Registration Commission.
Yes.
But when you look the job with the Electoral Commission and get another constitution, and the job we don't perform from where government set them up, you find out say we need for review and we need for look back into them.
Okay.
Because we all don't come for agree over the years from when we begin practice this constitution. Say peace very, very important. We know so we don't come out. And non-violence in elections, all the affect stability in the country. And political parties will get a lot for play. And for make we play then role they are effectively, we need somebody for coordinate with. And so far, the PPRC, I must say, have been doing a very, very good job. We start with the late Justice Ademusu, but we now under Justice Tola Thompson really don't become a very significant institution when it comes for the governance in this country. So we they ask questions then because na questions then we this is concerned with the political parties then we this organization has to don't regulate. We need for strengthening them. We need for give them more teeth for bite. He get powers, but he not get the powers then we expect a regulating organ for get. He named first of all the Political Parties Registration Commission. Show you say now one purpose is for just
register
political parties.
Yes.
But when you read the constitution, it said there you should take part in registration, mediation, and regulation. And so now we say more start from the name. Regulation is all embracing. Regulation means you can register. Regulation means that you can regulate the activities. Regulation means you know what we the lawyer they can call a pseudo judicial body. You can impose fines. You can suspend a political party. You understand?
Yes.
And all that one. So we think to say we forgive the commission. You understand? Empower them. We can't do expulsion for their political party, 15 to 9 a big thing at this country. In that case, it can go to the Supreme Court, when at that in the Constitution at the moment. But for suspend political parties there, you understand, because the membership there or the leadership then they not go to the Constitution. We think say it's important because now the way that one day will be able to make we the one the way the people they don't elect for lead them go by the Constitution, where then the people then now party they don't agree on say we for follow. So Naime could believe say number one for change the name from registration to regulation. We did ask people then now, why you don't change this name? As I tell you, see this constitution for reflects the views and aspirations of the people. Why you don't change this name? Who's kind people like you to say for this commission? Right now, the next chairman, a member of the committee.
And I want to ask.
Yes, you think to say that people there how they hold the way they play, the busy schedule they get.
Yes.
They be able to give what this committee also need.
Yes.
The people who they choose now this committee. We believe say therefore just they like how they need the chairman no more na full time, you understand. Most of the other one there na part time. You know fit to say them for be full time, na the people there will they ask, you understand. Make them tell we answer them questions there, you understand. Who's can power them you nothing to say for add more for make the political parties, you understand, not only for the advisory, but when they don't advise we, when they don't take a decision. That decision they will they come is binding on all the political party them. You know, and if you want anything, you understand, whose court you go for appeal the decision and the way they don't take all the things they are thing to say we'll get for look into that. What would they say that this particular section is that we see a need among we the political parties that although they deal with the PPRC, we see a need for review. Members of the CRC see a need for review. Okay. So because of their need there, we put their questions there now to the people. You understand? And if you find out this question here, I might just talk something about them. For the one they will get for film. We're not concerned. Not afraid for film. Not afraid to say what you write there, you understand? Anybody get for no about that. If you don't want to put your name, say not put your name. Because what we want, now your opinion for statistics and purposes. May we see at the end of the day, the legislative committee will say, when it comes on this particular issue on PPIC, 70% of the people they will question, now so they say, and as such, this reflects the views of the people of Sierra Leone. When at that 9-hour mandate, the president tell me the party say one more develop a people's constitution, more review the constitution for reflect the views of the people of this country, and at that we try for do. And I could appeal to everybody who they give this, let them feel them, let them be honest. What in them believe, say, nothing wrong. You understand the idea they go. The institutions they wouldn't believe, we go for ask them for present the institutional position.
Yes,
a lot of them don't do that one day. But then again, some man you go do the institutional, position, you go express your position there, you know, say at that level now majority takes the vote. But then you get your personal opinion. When something that your personal opinion, a lot of Sierra Leoneans share. So we give you this back. May you put that your personal opinion. May we compare with what the other salon people and say, for see that say, this particular thing where we don't put and where we don't suggest or where we don't ask the question about. Now so the people of Sierra Leone do. So that at the end of the day, the documents we will get will reflect the views of the people there.
Okay. Family and this now face to face with the law and we the talk about and we look at the legislative subcommittee of the CRC and one thing that need day for look inside the parliamentary issues and things that will concern parliament and other things the way parliament can do, you know, and PPIC and several. And so the legislative subcommittee, as you don't get this booklet where they don't make una questions then they say about 40. Where we answer them, good one as salon people then. We're going for guide them as a committee. You can find we're going for guide them as a committee. So they go know waiting for do and how for do am. So family, who say you did then get for can meet you questions then they say plenty very important. Tomorrow you know say hey they not mean count me or me not mix me no one know they not mean look me then they look you then they tell you about this booklet now. But now I want for make you know say we can tell you say you can ask questions now 088-204973 088204970, or you make contributions. The first set of questions don't come. One for look inside. Somebody say we want to make code of dressing for the inside. Code of dressing for women and for the inside this parliament business. Where woman and then they go parliament, then where they dress. Or somebody they go before parliament. In the way they dress, what's now woman? Right, respect for the inside. Haja.
But that's not very important something, because we know say we possibly go na a place like parliament, you for be dressed properly. But I don't think say we get for put on the constitution for say we get, you know, you get na so you for dress, na so you for dress. But I think say people them, woman they know say where they go parliament, even the woman they wey na parliamentarians, they will see how they can dress, and they dress properly
with respect.
Then they dress properly with respect, because they know say them position a respectful position. Now that's making fact that they call them honorables.
Yes.
That honorable name the way you get them, you get for reflect by you dressing, you get for reflect by your behavior. But I'm not think saying that this still like a damn day for the constitution.
Okay, Mr. Tula, somebody they say, he said, yeah, if I want to make something go inside this constitution, yeah, who say I for go and how I for go about that?
A very simple. If the constitutional committee, because we get 10 committees where the CRC established, and they're ready for meet people there. Besides the institutions now where they meet, where they get offices. After this Ebola thing done, we get for meet people there, the community people. Get for, like, for instance, we get for go like stadium, so we invite particular people.
Because what you explain, somebody just asked, say, you went at the secretary, Mr. Jibril Tula. He say now where Ebola day, so now how far una they go with the sensitization of this constitutional review, particularly the legislative subcommittee?
Well, that's for down at the CRC committee now in the do. You don't see where they put bills out. There's, you know, them posters there for say constitutional review committee. They read them jingles now radio. They talk about how the constitutional review committee they function. You understand? We as the legislative subcommittee, they only meet people there now. But now this time round, now just the workers there, now their offices there. But after the goal or something, we get for meet people in our communities. Then we can go upline for even go to the some of the remotest parts of this country for consult people there on waiting that their own view. You understand? But for so now, if you get anything,
every corner,
well, yes, we anticipate for do so. As long as the resources are there. But for now, anybody will get something we very vital, where it will say it important for them, let's just write to the secretariat of the Constitutional Review Committee. It can be, you know, ideas and other things. Now the secretariat, the Atta Conference Center. Now they the office. We don't even get some people then, even the diaspora members don't write their own submission. Wait till them feel about the constitution. They don't give all that package today. You understand? And a lot of them don't put their own views and comments about what they feel about the constitution. So we can invite any Sierra Leonean, if you get anything, just write up. You send an the constitutional review secretariat.
Tijansi, somebody they asked two things that I want you together, then look tight. Somebody say if una get plan for do any adjustment to the presidential terms of office, if the legislative committee get plan for look at that side. Also somebody say lawyer Fona is say you go agree with me say the composition and power and authority wey parliament get. He say all the government wey don carry this country they don't misuse them. He say we go one for no the power then where parliament gets and where the president gets. Mr. Tijansi, you can rub both panel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. The presidential term of office, as I tell you now, we get mandate. We not just do work for the sake of work. Now, person set we up for this work, we are the president of this country, and they give what we call terms of reference, and we work within them terms of reference. The terms of reference now for look the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Look what's in the Peter Tucker, where we don't review this constitution before we submit in report to the president when he just take office 2008. And listen to the people of this country, whether what's in that party recommend and what's in the constitution, now what's in them believe. And at the same time, look around the world for see what's in the best international practice.
Okay. That's
now get for be the last thing we will look on. We don't consider all the other things they did. So the term of office, as far as we concern, what thing did before we right now,
The term of office na the constitution, a day, and chairman, the former chairman of the Constitutional Review, Dr. Peter Tucker, in your report, self day, he not change that. So now, what we get for do? Now two things. Waiting the people of Sierra Leone think. Thirdly, and most importantly, waiting at the international best practice.
Okay.
Because we continue to live in isolation now. This world now a global world. Waiting never will they do, we get for look what another man they do because we all fit for good governance.
Okay.
Then the other one is the composition power of parliament.
See, government don't come, and this country all they don't misuse them. So
well, that nine the other thing we the people of this country get for their pray for answer.
Okay.
Parliament is supreme, but we know that they say a lot don't happen with parliament them over the years. Where lots of people them don't raise questions. I no go and go through all that because I will just spend the rest of the night. You know, we think about from Sheikh Civic State to now how parliament don't behave. Well, this is not the opportunity for me to look back at the parliamentary system. Who will get presidential system in this country? Who will get president? Who will get vice president? The president na part of parliament. Na part of parliament, na you open parliament, setting agenda we want for that year. With that agenda, we find out say now get for guide them in the legislation, then the law them, who they pass throughout the period of that parliament day. But then, waiting how parliament they control government, because you see the three arms of government there: the judiciary, we now involve the courts, parliament who call it the legislature, government who call it the executive. They all for this side by side. All man they perform who call separation of power. All man get your power, but at the same time, all man they use your power for make sure say the other man not abuse in power.
Okay.
That's not the main thing. Not the democracy we talk about. So in this case now the question is, are we satisfied with the system we now call presidential system? We will get president, vice president, and the kind of parliament we will get, or salon people there? Do we want another system we will call the semi-presidential system, where you get the president, you get the prime minister? That's not a question where the people of this country and they get for decide how we want one. But I don't hear a lot about the powers of the president. You understand the powers of the president, as far as we know, we don't see best practice, can only be curtailed, and parliament can only be more powerful than it is now. You understand? When this person they talk about misuse, when you give parliament that power, the president choose in cabinet, in prime minister, and in prime minister choose in cabinet. In cabinet, accountable to parliament. The term where parliament believes say this particular government ministers they know they perform, parliament votes against them. You understand? The president get for call another man for form a new government for run the country. That's another alternative way available. A not a perfect alternative. People like they say it lead to instability because you understand government know the way they got. Yes, but then the one they go for and say it they make the president stand up.
Okay.
You know they go choose prime minister when you know say you know they perform.
They
You know they sit down say because you know that they say this. If you choose one prime minister, two prime minister, parliament throw it and do. Then you don't get problem. You know they win again because they don't know say you don't even know how to choose people them for run the country. So then when they are all at the debate, what we talk about. So
Mr. Jansina, just somebody
else. Question there.
Yeah.
Very important. But now they get for help for answer.
A third one, but somebody they ask when I say, he say if we get intention for look inside the racist act, we they with regards citizenship.
Very much so.
Very much. This country,
you know why would they look into them? Would they look into them? Because number one, the document where government say for guide we call the working document, when are the Peter Tucker.
Yes.
Look into that.
Oh, it talk about that.
It talk about that.
Okay.
That's an issue where the Peter Tucker talk about, and an issue where we say just care for talk about.
Okay.
Because you understand, an issue for take to the people. Whether what in Peter Tucker talk, because Peter Tucker, N9 right, not to the constitution they make the citizenship law, but the constitution they guide parliament how for make the citizenship law. That's what Peter talk about. That Parliament for make laws governing the citizenship, but then law then they not for be discriminatory in terms of sex, in terms of ethnicity, in terms of race.
Okay.
So you address all that one day. So now, as he did another document day, again he go back to the people, made it April. Waiting Peter talk. Waiting in the 1991 Constitution. Waiting on that thing. When I think say waiting Peter talk. Now he right for people them we all come together. Or when I think differently, they will look that one. They will look the percentage. They will go know what you will recommend to government.
Okay, family. This now, you want to say?
Oh yeah, Joshua help in terms of that citizenship day. This time round, you know, say this 1991 Constitution, we are also.
Yes.
It not get specific chapter about citizenship, but the recommendation of Peter Tucker, they try for make a provision. Yes, chapter for that. Okay. You understand? In fact, it decide for increase the number of chapters from 14 for add other 4 chapters again.
Okay.
We will include even like the land reform policies, the way they talk, their natural resources, they all forget a chapter now. Okay. So that they will become constitutional issues now this country. Okay. You understand? So which means I don't want to let people them fear at all. We get for cover a lot. So even we say we get concerned over the legislative committee, we ask a question there. Number 17, the 17th question. We say, does it serve the country's interest better if Section 75A should read as is a citizen of Sierra Leone, otherwise by naturalization, and who does not hold dual citizenship? This time around, because now so.
But dual citizenship now style within the one now.
Well,
one for limits.
Well, now make they look at
the brother and sister then with out.
When I make they look at
so
just like what me colleague they talk. Secretary General, they say we are going to look at these things and then we ask the people, let the people then tell me now, waiting for do.
Okay, thank you very much. Family, this is face to face with the law. They work hand in hand with the Constitutional Review Committee, and today we get the Legislative Subcommittee of CRC. But then we look at issues. But family, before Tem we want for go to this Ebola Wahala way dormitory because in as much as we the feds, but same time the country get for wrong. That make before Ebola come, we don't agree as a country, we don't begin work see for review the present 1991 constitution way we get. So we affect the Ebola, we will not forget that one day. But what we do that one day at the same time, we go for affect the Ebola in business back small bit. So I could ask the panelists them for make them comment them on this Ebola wahala and give advice to we all how for pass and how for well. I'll start with you, Mr. Jibril.
Yes, sir. Mr. Fonas, he said, me this issue about the Ebola, I always they look at based on the different opinions that we can.
Okay.
First, you get the mischief opinion, where they tell we a very mischievous.
No. Wait till family once now.
Yeah.
Not to that theory we want go inside so.
No,
this Ebola don't meet we now.
Yes.
A day, they kill.
Yeah. Well, now that's
you
know. Yes, they
so
kill.
How we for do as Salon people them for lay go scatter. Bad one pass how it is so now.
Well, don't believe what's in the advice of the health officers then they tell me because now the real story. Then tell me for say Ebola na real thing it exists. We're quite contrary to what is some people then they talk.
So some people they say the one they say I think Boku don't change now. They don't see the reality.
In as much as Boku they change, but still Boku's continue for argument. Because last night I meet people they argue say now just people come with injection there, they can't inject animals that the forest. Now then animals here with that virus they pass with this thing. Even last night I read people. So but what me they tell as a representative of a political party, the thing is real. And I let people go abide by the health rules and regulations they wouldn't give you. You go any side, you get for was, you and you meet chlorine, was you and or simple soap and water, was you hand.
Okay, thank you.
Ebola, real.
Haja, you na woman, you na kumbra. You get picking them plenty. Woman say, but kuti we wahala in Ghana this country, na the woman more aid affect. Why we make you talk to the company woman and the kumbra them, how them picking them about this Ebola thing, which them for do, which they not for do, for lay go teach them.
This na a very, very serious issue we get in our country now, and we all for take them very, very seriously. Because if we not take them seriously, we go, end up really losing a lot of people in this country, because we know say Ebola they kill, and the way they kill, we don't stop now for say no eat monkey, no eat that, because not only they give the Ebola now, now the body contact, where they say the fluid where they come out pan, the purpose where they infected with the Ebola, anything touch you, yourself they get them. So
some people like for when use their man property. And if na close way the Ebola infected patients been done they use, you go use them because you like that by Makode. Ebola go catch you know to that you try for explain.
Now that's how they try for say let we avoid them thing then dey. You the combra do ya they try for control you picking them, especially them boy picking them wey like for play football. Because when then they play, then they sweat pan themselves, then they for don't pan themselves. Exactly. You don't know who side that but they don't go, and then we control we picking them. You go see us where you feel say everything is okay, but you don't know because Ebola, you know the show. Nobody know the see, naked eye know the see. You don't know who that get her, who that not get her. So let we restrict we picking them now us. Let we advise them. Let we tell them the evil of Ebola, because if picking get them. That mommy they don't know, now they was in Peking, now they wear close panel, now they not some. If you get small fever, you go touch your head for see if in body one, now get yourself don't get a
you go and feel
exactly, yes, for say if in body one. Do ya then the advice we where we get small temperature where we see say the fever they go up high, you know the Greek candle, let we go seek attention. And now the good thing is that they say if you go quick, it likely
God go help you.
God go help you,
okay.
And then you become immune to the Ebola virus.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tijansi. Of course, you know, a strong political activist, and they meet with people. Of course, now they go to an office, then supporters, and they come. All other political parties, now the same thing they happy. Well, what's advice you give for give them? How they for be careful, because if one supporter, God forbid it happen for get them, they mingle with Tuna. Or way that the politician and we retire for talk to them directly, they keep happy. You know.
Yes. You know, first of all, may I join my colleagues there for say Ebola real, Ebola deadly. And the one that we visit BBC regularly, we visit the Africa country there, which we say we at the research in America say this year so we go on so. You know when they been at the war. At the worst epidemic this world don't see. And so far so for now it's uncontrollable. Even they call on the leadership of the world, the president and the world, that is not the time for come together for address this issue. So if we see the big man in America, they call on the president and the world. We in alone for know that one they say not to play business this. They one then about local when they talk about which helicopter or which plane go for them. You are the big them. This na bad sick way for our country. The best thing we can do now, how we prevent we not don't get it from getting. And then one day we don't get I know we spread in our country. Not to government job no more, not to WHO job no more, not to MSF job no more. Now we all job. This was past the rebel war. The rebel war, you know rebel, you the yeri gone. But this sick na tumbu, na small tumbu where the eye self not the see. Where they pass by any sign of body. So enemy where you not sabi, enemy where you not know, you for afraid and pass that one where you know. So you are the big una. Then one day when they quarantine, una take them in good stead now for una life. But likewise, we not go down if we not call on government for look at them quarantine, then get a lot of issues within the raise. They want within the quarantine at the houses, then communities they within the quarantine. We will for address the issues today, which will development partners, issues for do with them diet, issues for deal with the lack of economic life, issues for do with the movement and the association. Where we as political party endorse SFPP 2 days before they declare the state of emergency, we come out with a press release, they call for the state of emergency because we believe in that the only way that one day we will contain this disease. But then when you restrict money in movement, them and what they call suffering get for day. Yes. You understand? And that suffering get with the big old man, you understand, and with the big government for help with cushion. And no say the people in Sierra Leone they ready for sacrifice. There are them few liberty then they for make sure say this sick not catch we. But at the same time, we appeal to government, make government help meet them halfway and make sure say they soften life of them in this community. Okay. And really, we also they call on government for look for quarantine in certain areas. The results what they get from Putloco, the results what they get from Bo, the results what they get from the western area.
Yeah, western area, self concern.
We think to say concern get for day, we get for take robust actions because especially Freetown are the capital. We don't even know the population, but we all know it don't pass 1 million people within a year. And if this thing don't begin, we get for quarantine communities for the good of we people there and provide facilities for their communities then they so that we go contain this disease. And this is not a one-man job, not a political issue. This is a national crisis. As I can always tell people there, take calm, we will attack ourselves for political gain. Take calm in governance, we will all for come together.
Yes,
especially the car will be come together. Go Lome with Tijan Kaba for go solve peace in this country. Now so the term don't come for make we come together. The report what they get no good. May we come together. Make we institutions that we don't create more effective. We find out say some of their organ they are will make them in the right place. But the composition so big that whether we will take effective decisions, we will demand for take a robust decisions for fight this emergency whether we will take them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tijansi. Family, term non kitchen questions don't come beaucoup. Mr. Jibril Dula one talk, Aja one talk. But term non kitchen we get for good questions they were able for answers. But family, next time we in the legislative subcommittee camp, make sure you ask your questions then early. We will ask the panelists then for say goodbye. I'll begin with you, Mr. Jibril. Only say your last word. And
I go say family goodbye. Then at the same time, I go join me comrade there for appeal to government. We still get some institutions the way now 2 months ago, so now they don't get salaries, especially lecturers at Multimagai. And this issue of the Ebola.
The lecturer at Multimagai.
Yes, now 2 months ago, so now they don't get salaries. So at the appeal say let them try pay them. Do this year don't they great? But a lot of we colleagues now they sick as a result of lack of money and this Ebola business they make. So they appeal to government.
In fact, interesting thing, somebody say in the Ebola I not catch it but they feel like I bucket.
Yeah, exactly. I think when they happen the lecturers now meeting my guy. So they appeal now. Whosoever concerned now for let them be quick.
Thank you very much. Haja?
Yeah, me want to tell the people of Sierra Leone, this Constitutional Review Committee, not all the members of the Constitutional Review Committee no more it left to we all. The questions then where then they ask if then go na CRC office secretariat, then go get this book where get the 1991 Constitution and the recommendations of Peter Tucker. Make themselves read
that. In a government bookshop?
Yes, it ain't a government bookshop. No, this not the secretariat.
Because CRC secretariat.
CRC secretariat.
Okay.
Miata conference. Miata conference.
Okay.
Because it puts the all two together where it easy for
then they give free or not for ban?
Not free.
Then they give free.
Free. Okay, so make them read them all the questions the way that they ask. Make them say bring their input.
Okay.
This is a constitutional review for the people of Sierra Leone.
Yes.
Not for we the committee members no more. We just they no more for steer the ship, but we are all in it together. And for the Ebola let we abide by the rules and regulations. What will be used for do when Ebola not be there, they say now let we not do them, let we obey and restrict ourselves so that this Ebola will go drive and come out na Sierra Leone and will go drive and come out na the subcommittee, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tijansi.
Yes, I will join Aja first of all for appeal to people there. Constitution, now let close. If it's small for you, you look funny. If it's big for you, you look funny. It will fit you. And at that, the president wants. They don't give you this task, we all na this country. May we make a constitution, we will fit you. We go reflect, waiting with people and believe, and USA will want to take the country go. So do you want to help we? May we do this job by contributing. We answer the questions there, we are not afraid, we express our opinion there in our institution. So that together we will make a document, we will make a better Sierra Leone. On the Ebola, I continue for appeal to the people of Sierra Leone. This now what I know for now we are. May we join hands together, may we cooperate with government, more cooperate with the well-bodied people there, so that together we will be able to push this sickness from our country. We No go talk done because we na religious country. Muslim, Christian, political tolerance, Salona example. Now may we all come together. May we pray. The both books believe say certain scourge them when they can I country can be a curse as well. Sometimes with people there we don't do wrong. No, we pray to God, but we not go left and so. God help the one who will help themselves. May we help yourself. And may we hold on to prayers.
Thank you.
God will help you.
Thank you. Family, well, we don't go on in. Waiting me one for say, for big government. No, not overlook put local, no, not overlook Western area. You know, thing them they be plenty. We say for quarantine, they will not pick face, they will not pick fumble. Now for the good of you all, and you also you responsible for order or for buy things then for lay we put this Ebola under control, buy the correct thing and the good one. Because they complain say even some of the gloves themselves are substandard. Nothing say right, anti-corruption they watch, but they are one for big family, not touch the fluid of anybody with Ebola don't catch. Until we meet again on behalf of me, producer Mr. Michael Kagbo, the studio crew, they say to you, bye bye.